Hi, I'm Devin, and today we're going to be doing page 75, question 23, which is finding the mean, median, and mode for the maximum numbers of passenger vehicle lanes at 16 Canadian border ports of entry. So first, to find the mean, which is adding all of them up and then dividing by how many entries we have, which is 16. So when we add them all up, let me get my calculator. Equals 119. So the mean equals 119 over 16, because there's 16 entries, which equals 7.437. Rounding that up, you would get 7.44. And the median, you are going to put all of the numbers in order. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, 6, 6, 6, 8, 10, 10, 11, 17, and 19. So we're going to go across them out until we get into the middle. So we have 2. So when you have 2 of the medians, you are going to add them together, which would be 12 divided by 2, because there's 2 entries going for the median, which equals 6. And then for our mode, you are going to see which numbers occur the most or are repeated. So we have 1, 2, 3 10s and 1, 2, 3 6s. So those are both our modes. So now we are going to start on question 19 on page 211. So it says 34% of U.S. adults have very little confidence in newspapers. You randomly select 8 U.S. adults. Find the probability that the number of U.S. adults who have very little confidence in newspaper is A, exactly 6, and B, less than 5. So for starting off, we are going to note that the 34% is going to be our P, and the 8 U.S. adults is going to be our N, and our Q is 1 minus the percent that we already have. That's going to be 0.66, and then our X for this one is A, exactly 6. So to fill out the problem, it is going to be P parentheses 6 equals 8 for the N, then our C, and then our 6 for the X, and then 0.34 to the 6th, and then we are going to have our 0.66 to 8 minus 6, which equals 2. So then we come down and we have to do this formula to find C. So we are going to do 8 over 8 minus 6 with 6 out to the X. So this is going to be 8 over parentheses 2 and 6. We are going to count down from 8 to 2. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then count down from 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now we are going to cross out the numbers that are alike. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. When you do that, you will get 28. And then we are going to fill out 28 times 0.34 to the 6th times 0.66 to the 2nd. So when you put that in your calculator, you should get a total of 0.019. Now we are going to start on the less than 5. We're going to start with 1, and we have 8, C, 1.34 to the 1st, 0.66 to the 8, minus 1, which equals 7. So now we are going to go over and do the C formula, which is 8 over 7 with 1. So we're going to count down 8 to 7, which is just one number. They cross each other out. So that equals 8. And then we are going to put 8 into the problem as C. 8 times 0.34 to the first times 0.66 to the seventh, which should give you 0.148. Now moving on to the second. P to the 2 equals 8. C 2.34 to the second times 0.66 to the 8 minus 2, which equals 6. And do the C formula, which is 8 over 6 and 2. So we're going to count down 8 to 6, which is 8, 7, 6, and then count down from 2, which is 2, 1. So cross out the numbers that are alike, which equal 28. We're going to add 28 as our C in the problem. So we have 28 times 0.34 to the second times 0.66 to the sixth, which would equal 0.268. P3 equals 8 C3 0.34 to the third and times 0.66 to the 8 minus 3, which equals 5. We come down into the C formula, which is 8 over 5, and with 3 on the outside is x. And so we count down 8 to 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, and then from 3, 3, 2, 1, cross out the numbers that are alike, which are just 5, which gives us 56, which would be 56 times 0.34 to the third and times 0.66 to the fifth, which would give us 0.276. P to the fourth equals 8 C 4.34 to the fourth, 0.66 to the 8 minus 4 equals 4. C is going to be 8 over 4 to the 4 as well. And count down 8 to 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And count down 3 to 1. Cross out all the numbers that are alike. That equals 70. So we're going to put 70 times 0.34 to the fourth and 0.66 to the fourth as well, which gives you 0.177. So we are now going to add them up. 0.148 plus 0.268 plus 0.276 plus 0.177. So when you add that up, it's going to be 0.869.